Greetings, friends. It's me, Wayman, and this is a response to Resurrection Challenge, a reply to Wayman29, Logos Apologia. And here, in this video, he claims to totally dismantle the borrowing of mythological sources in the Jesus story. And you can follow this link. Let's see, where's this link? Right here. It'll give you all the answers you'll ever need at confronting a skeptic, and you'll be well on your way to conquering such ideas of the Jesus myth without reading all the pesky literature. And, friends, you'll quickly find out that a good definition of an apologist is simply an evangelist disguised as a historian. So, the people who are commenting and writing this website, I've been to it, you can look at it. They haven't read the literature. And Logos Apologia thinks that I got the information from watching the film Zeitgeist, which is wrong. I've actually read the Pauper Savani. I've made videos about it. So I've made videos complaining about Zeitgeist and the use of the Gerald Macy research back in the early 1900s, and how I thought it was kind of humorous and incorrect to use everything in Christianity was influenced by Egypt. See, friends, religion is like baking a cake. It's like baking a cake. And there's a lot of ingredients that go into baking a cake. So, what happened was Christianity followed a recipe, and they tried to pass it off as their own. But a person who is attuned to pastries and have worked with the ingredients knows, just by tasting it, what went into that cake. So, everything will not be the same in parallels. I don't claim that they are. And what would happen is you'd have, through cultural diffusion, which is a word not used among apologists, certain elements and motifs of mythology and belief systems came together, and they formed their own, so to speak. And they put their own slant to it. So they would throw in a speck of history, and they would elaborate on certain things to make certain points about the culture. So you get to plays like Euripides, who may have skewed Greek mythology in certain ways to make a statement about what was happening at that time. You see a lot of that happening in Judaism. So Christianity, in large, borrowed heavily from Judaism and other belief systems, but mostly Judaism, and especially apocalypticism, Jewish apocalypticism, and Jewish mysticism. Some elements in smaller portions from other things. And they tried passing it off as original. So you're not going to find exact parallels. Never. However, once you taste the cake, you'll know what's in it. You'll know what's in it, if you worked with the ingredients. So, what they're trying to sell you, they didn't come up with the recipe on their own, friends. And I know that, because I worked with the ingredients. So, Logos Apologia's 5 facts are nothing more than part of a creed, which is part of a belief system, which orthodox put in place by a vote. So you'll find that beliefs are mostly democratic in Christianity. People took a vote on what they would believe, and the tenets of the faith, and the Apostles' Creed. People voted on what would be in that. So another interesting observation that I've made, and as Joseph Campbell says, I've seen it through his work, that a short definition of mythology is simply the other guy's religion. So, I don't think anything was dismantled here. You can check out this website. Go through it so you'll know what you'll be up against. Some of the answers are clearly Christian answers, clearly done by Christian apologists, disguised as historians who have not read the literature. So, take care, friends, and remember, if everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking.